What's up, guys? We got a full round table again. Do not adjust your sets. This is, in fact, the second black man to come on the Pete's Basement Show in as many weeks.
As I said before, you idiot, I'm the same as the first one.
Oh, shit. What do you want me to tell you? It's all like.
You racist.
That's racist, yo. We got a great show for you tonight. We're going to drop some serious bomb rumors on you guys. And I don't mean rumors on the bomb. I just mean these are going to blow your fucking mind.
You mean
so make sure you stay tuned. We're going to talk about Action Labs iMage. We got Deadpool and the Mercs for money. We got Miles Morales as Spider-Man #1, and we got the conclusion to Batman Europa. Pretty quiet week as far as comics go, but we're going to talk about Supergirl. We're going to talk about Legends of Tomorrow. We got so much shit going on, you have no idea, so grab your booze, watch the intro.
Grab your boobs.
We'll be right back. No, not your boobs, your booze.
Oh! Yeah. Just needed to say that.
You already know Cheezeburger, and of course you know me and Ramon. Let me introduce you to my buddy Mike. Mike, thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you. I'm not the first black guy. No.
No, you're not.
The second
certainly
black
not.
guy.
And you will be the
Neither am I.
last. No.
No.
You're definitely not.
No, not at all.
So, right off the bat, let's talk about Miles Morales. I really enjoyed this book.
The artwork is excellent.
Surprisingly, yeah, I
The
agree.
artwork is
I would
Surprisingly
say that
enough.
book of the week.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Outbreak 666 on Instagram asked, did we enjoy it as much as he did? Did it make us smile as much as it did him?
I enjoyed it, and I think it's the best Spider-Man book out there now.
Without question.
And I have to say, from beginning to end, it keeps you interested, keeps you pulled
Yes.
in. Like first page, you're in. Last page, you're in. It doesn't. You're waiting for the next
second
issue.
page, I'm like, really? Blackheart?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And
that
it's a
shocked the
pretty
shit out of me.
quick battle.
And based on what we were saying earlier, this is like let's dig up everybody month.
Yeah.
Why the hell
Zodiac? Like seriously, Zodiac?
Yeah, you didn't know Zodiac was back in the regular Amazing Spider-Man
Yeah,
title.
Zodiac?
I didn't know Zodiac was a bunch of old villains.
Yeah, they
not
are.
Zodiac, but not the, dude
the
from
group,
Ghost Rider.
the group,
Yeah, had no
Zodiac.
fucking clue.
They had Taurus and
Gemini
and
the rest of the astrological signs.
you know the whole corny thing. What's next? Are they gonna bring back? They had an organization that was basically the periodic table. Are they gonna
really?
Yes, they did.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, they did.
I have a couple of minor complaints about this Spider-Man book. And like I said, they're minor. Bendis, for once, is not too talky. I enjoyed that.
Oh, wow. Relic Lord doesn't like him. Morales.
Really?
Like Pete dislikes Kitty Pryde.
Yep.
So I guess we're even, sir.
You got a problem with Kitty Pryde? Why?
She punched out Galactus. It's fucking bullshit. Don't get me started.
Ultimate Kitty Pryde punch out Galactus.
Yeah, regular Kitty Pryde, I got no problem.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense.
Wow, I never read that. I'm gonna have to
in
check
this
that
book,
out.
Miles is all of a sudden kind of like
Older.
mid-teenage years. The last we left him, I'm pretty sure he was 13 or 14. Now it looks like he's about 15 or 16. So
Secret War adds years on you.
yeah,
man.
just added some shit.
It was rough, man. He lost the burger,
Nah.
and that's it.
The burger that he had in his pocket for like 10
That was kind of gross, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was I the only one like skiing
Nah.
with that? I was like,
Really,
yo.
did you see the rest of the world that they were traveling?
I don't give a
The
fuck.
least thing that was disgusting, there was a whole wall of zombies. The least thing he had to worry about was the burger in his pocket. That might have been the best thing going on in his life.
I'm not
we
eating a fucking cheeseburger.
He didn't
with so
eat
many
it either.
bites. The barbecue man did. And I was like, ew.
The guy ate people. Like, he didn't have standards.
But now, right
brought
now,
it
he's
up.
at the age he's about to get scouted by a few basketball colleges and things like that.
Oh,
Like,
you
he's
racist
He's
bastard.
built that way. Like, I thought he was supposed to be this scrawny kid, and he looks like he could.
He needs to do
No,
it.
he
can
is a
take
little
on the
jacked
Knicks.
up. He
Yeah.
is a little jacked up.
He got older.
yeah, clearly.
He ate his Wheaties.
You know what? I'm fine
to
with.
do
I'm
this.
fine with that. But also,
What is that?
Build
Like
your own
And
Deadpool.
that's a product of the
paper
artwork
thing?
of this book.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
it's awesome.
you
And
brought
nobody's
it
paying
up
attention.
that
But that's okay. You know.
They
he
put a
like
build
brought
your
his
own
entire cast along with him, which I'm not totally complaining about, but it's like he handed Reed Richards a list of like, he the motherfuckers I want alive and coming with me.
I like the
Is
fact
this
that
a
his
question,
mom was
though?
dead.
Wouldn't you do that?
I would. I
Okay,
would.
then.
No, you're
So he
absolutely
did
right.
that. He handed Reed a list. He's like, remember, I gave him a burger. I got input. Yeah.
It's a valid. No, you're right. You owe me.
You see,
Yeah.
Reed, just please. I stayed
But
out
now,
of
do
everything
his
else.
parents still know that he's
I'm not
Spider-Man?
manhandling the book.
That is a major question because his dad knew back in the Ultimate
I
series.
think you got to either wait to see where they go with this,
You're gonna have to.
or Cole Reed and find out.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna be reading his book without a doubt. But there was one really major part that bugged me out. And I gotta point it out now. During the fight with Blackheart. Okay. Now, whatever the hell happened
Who
here.
looks badass in this?
Oh, he looks sick.
Yeah, that's the best.
That's the best he's ever looked.
I mean, because like they were sporting him looking like that Marvel
I know, yeah.
game for
Fighting
like
game, yeah.
too long, and that was just
The
based
whole
on a random.
face and like the.
Because he didn't always look like that.
He looks like some in the mouth of madness shit right here. Like
He looks like
straight
somebody.
outta
He looks like
Lovecraft.
somebody took
Yeah.
extra steps to put detail on him.
Now, this panel right here, popping up on screen right now, this page, Miles hits him with the shield, and then he grabs him by the head. He zaps him, then Blackheart grabs him by the head, and here he's touching.
Miles hits him with the shield, and Blackheart grabs Miles by the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's like a zoom in. He's touching his finger. He's doing that little electric zappy thingy that he does. But I read the zap panel first before I read that he grabbed him by the fucking head. So all of a sudden now his eyes are glowing and whatever the fuck the electric
It
shot
doesn't
did to
flow.
him.
It doesn't
does
flow.
not flow. This panel should be down here. So I read the head grab first, and then the zappy thing,
So
and
do you
then his
think-
eyes like, oh, what the fuck happened?
Do you think like these panels? Because sometimes these guys do full drawings, the panels each, and they put them together on the computer.
designers
So do you
usually put it
think
together.
that when it was put together, it was put in the wrong spot?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Either that or it was like a
That is
super
my
delayed
one
reaction.
That's my
and
one major
it's-
complaint, and that's it.
Yeah.
Or maybe,
I don't
but
like
the-
the delayed reaction.
I didn't even
thing.
notice that.
or
the
maybe
crazy-
Blackheart is stupid and things take a while to get to.
But the thing is, though, is like, okay, I'm not
There
too
was a
familiar.
delayed reaction in the Venom sting.
Was there?
Yes,
I don't remember that.
there was.
Well,
But
then
I don't like that either.
If that's the case,
Why
then
not?
this fits
Well,
perfect.
Because speaking as someone who
I thought it did have a delayed reaction.
That's
Does
what
it
I'm
really?
saying.
yeah, I thought it did have a delayed reaction.
I don't remember this at all.
Well, no, I don't know
didn't
about in the past, but in him, because it affects him very strongly, and I think it has to do with his metabolism.
When did he fight fucking Blackheart before?
Now.
Well, he never did.
I'm
He's
saying
talking
never.
about other
No,
people.
before the Venom blast was instantaneously, but this is a totally different character. He's never fought anybody
That's
like him.
bullshit.
What?
Speaking as someone who has purposefully
Why?
electrocuted himself during many drunken times,
Are you a demon?
I have.
Are you the Sandman fish?
Well, you know what? Asking him if
Blackheart's
he's
got,
a
like,
demon is
armor
kind of
plus
it's kind of
3.
a
Yeah.
So
kind
it's
of a
gonna
colored
take a while to
question
get
there.
through it.
He was.
I don't know, that was my one complaint about it.
No. What I have to say about it is, if Blackheart takes to it differently, that's fine. Remember, it's a comic book.
Well, I think it's actually very interesting that he is being affected by this ability way differently than I think
Yes.
anybody else who Miles has zapped. And he's like, "What did you do?" We
What
may
did they
find
do?
out.
I think they ran
Yeah.
out of pages and they're like, we gotta end the story, Brian. We gotta end the fucking story.
I'm just
You're
glad
too
they
talky,
didn't-
you son of a bitch.
I'm just glad they didn't screw over his thing.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would have expected to do. Like, he just doesn't affect Blackheart. You know, your sting is nothing. Because that's the usual go-to. Like, fuck your power.
Right.
yeah. Well, that's usually what they go to for Spider-Man. It's usually fuck your power.
Yeah.
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 So
Like,
it's like,
And
you
I
know,
think they're-
you know those webs that he wraps people in who have normal strength and somehow they get on out of it? What?
yeah.
It's- It should just be in there for the rest of their days until the
okay.
thing melts.
And Sarah Pichelli is drawing it, and she's
Wonderful.
awesome.
Yeah.
The artwork's phenomenal in
Yeah,
that
it
book.
is.
Speaking of screw people's powers, back to Spider-Man. He is the most screwed on powers because it's like you got whole issues of him throughout history where he's like evading bullets and shit like that, but he gets punched by Doc Ock, not the claw, but like punched by Doc Ock. He should never get touched by him unless it's the arms. Things like that. He always gets screwed over. This is like, come on.
It's true because we actually had a discussion
It's fucking
years
powers,
ago that I
Spidey.
always
Fucking powers.
remember because I was, and being such a big Spider-Man fan that I am,
Same here.
Yep.
I was always under the impression that, you know, Captain America, being that Spidey holds him in such high esteem as it is, that Cap was stronger than Spidey, and not by a fucking long shot.
Not even remotely stronger. Because Spidey can lift like 13 tons, 30 if he's pushed.
There was a Bagley issue that Spidey picked up a fucking train car.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the
Those are
Romita
like
one when he held
40
up the Daily Bugle.
Yeah, those are like 40 tons, a single train car. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Cap can lift a car.
The Bagley one was in the 35th anniversary issue. I still remember that one to this day, where he's going after the lizard.
Yeah,
he's
he got
transforming back.
pissed.
The famous one is when he shoulders rubble to save Aunt May. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the famous one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like Colossus always gets his ass whooped, even though he's super strong.
Oh.
They're not using Spider-Man's skills and powers correctly.
Right.
No.
Yeah, it's bad writing for that. You know,
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
shortcut. You know,
That's
they
the
need
same complaint
Spidey
I've
to
had
lose.
for years on how everybody in the X-Men has written Cyclops until recent years, where
Yeah.
they made him a total badass. Finally. So
See, I'm with him on that because
Until they killed him.
I was always a fan of Cyclops. He's not my favorite mutant, but I was always a fan of Cyclops because he was a solid leader, he was a solid character. The guy is shooting at you with his eyes. He should hit you every time. All right?
Yeah.
I see you hit. It's
a valid point.
See you hit.
Right.
Yeah, I see you hit. Unless you're super ridiculously fast, you're shot.
yeah.
But no, that's always, oh no, that fight that he had with
Oh,
Wolverine.
he's over there.
When
Yeah.
when they finally had him fight Wolverine, that they did, the freaking edging that they've been doing for decades.
They've been skirting around that issue for decades. Man.
You know what I'm saying? It should have began with Wolverine getting shot, ended with Wolverine getting shot. Somewhere in the middle, Wolverine gets shot. Eventually, Wolverine gets near him, he gets shot.
Actually, I love the way they depicted it finally in Ultimate X-Men, where Cyclops just puts him down in one shot.
He should. He should, because the only reason he wouldn't is he doesn't want to kill him.
Right.
Right.
It's like
Which is why
the only thing that made Cyclops' blast slow is because he had a dial.
Yeah.
Right.
But if he also has a button right there, so it's open.
Yeah.
It's open. Just don't close it. The die.
Say hello
Lord.
right now to all our fans watching Periscope right now in the Philippines and in Australia. What time is it over there, guys? We would love to know. And are you sure you're actually there? Because I'm not certain you exist.
Well played, sir. Well played. Relic Lord asked actually mentioned about Cyclops. He loves the fact that Cyclops can ricochet his blasts like Cap's shield. I think they need to exploit a lot
They
more
need
of
to
that.
do some more of
Remember
that.
when he
Yeah.
played pool? One of his practices was with his blasters. He'd go to a pool table and he'd just shoot the setup and put them all in. the
No,
holes.
no,
That's fucking
I
awesome.
never
Yeah.
saw that.
So I told you, the Wayback Machine is really good. The Last Week Machine fucking sucks.
It's a little rusty.
But that's an old classic with Cyclops. I think you also see it. And did you ever read this is another Wayback one? The X-Men team up with the Teen Titans.
Oh shit.
No.
Oh man, that's a long
I think
time
they
ago.
do that as a display to show his powers when they're like, oh, these are the X-Men. I think it was the best crossover comic I had ever read because they didn't half-ass any of these guys.
That's
all
early
of them.
80s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 11:30 a.m. in Manila.
Nice. Just waking up.
Good morning.
This is a killer in Manila.
11:30 a.m.
Yeah.
The Thriller in Manila. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I had to go to Saks, right?
The best part of waking up is Peach Basement not in your cup.
on your
That's
phone.
gross. On your phone? Yeah, it stunk? Yeah.
That's a skunky fucking beer.
Well, what do you want me to tell you? That's what's
like-
in the fridge.
Beer and weed.
Yeah.
You know it's a Mexican beer, right?
That's what a skunky beer
I'm just-
smells like, though.
Stop it. You're getting racist again.
Sean Cadu wants to know how is the future.
How is the future?
The future is good.
11:30 a.m.
Oh, that's right. It's
tomorrow.
It's that way, not that way. That's wacky.
Some people do go both ways.
Sex again?
If you want it to be.
Your girl's crippled. It's been a while, huh?
Pete's not smoking weed.
Wow. Yeah,
It's just
unfortunately.
Corona it smells like ass.
Yeah.
That's basically
What?
you're trying to say.
It's flavored by
Wild
Fast and
Furious.
Furious.
In Saudi
5:30
Arabia.
in Saudi Arabia. You're in Saudi Arabia, dude?
Wow, dude. Awesome. Here's to you. Fuck yeah.
I shouldn't toast with
Peach
water. It's
Basement
bad luck.
worldwide. I fucking love it.
Fuck yeah. It's awesome. Okay,
So, okay. Yep.
Nope. Are we moving on?
We can always move on. Since I'm wearing the nifty shirt at the moment, might as well talk about Batman Europa. If you guys have not been keeping up with this, it's a 4-issue mini, just concluded this week. You've got Batman and the Joker both infected with this thing called the Colossal virus, probably because they ran out of ideas for names. Or they couldn't find
And
something
Arkham
deadly
Asylum
enough.
was a good game.
And they wanted to stick it to Marvel by stealing Colossus's name.
I don't know.
Marvel doesn't care about Colossus.
No, not at all.
Don't act
They
like
obviously
that.
don't. They
even
put him
lie.
in a Deadpool movie for Christ's sake.
Because
Well,
he
that's Fox,
doesn't. He fuck him.
At least he's got the accent though.
but- Yes, thank God for that.
The Deadpool Colossus, like everything else, looking in the Deadpool movie, is the most accurate looking Colossus I've seen.
Without question.
And it's owned.
Yeah,
And of course.
By Gina though.
but yeah.
So it's okay.
But
It's okay if she does
no,
something
it's
with you.
not, because it's the first time you see Colossus do anything. And even in the trailer, he gets bitched. All right?
Right.
You know, to all the Colossus fans out there, sorry. Now you know what it's like to be a Knicks fan.
Or a Mets fan.
Fuck them.
Agreed. I'm a Yankee fan.
So-
but I feel bad for him. That's
Relic
the
Lord feels the same way. He loves him, but he gets straight to that shit.
Yeah, absolute shit, dude. Absolute shit.
Yeah.
Like, remember, this is the guy who they gave him a boost to make him worth a damn. They gave him Juggernaut armor to make him worth a damn,
He was part of the Phoenix Five.
and he
too.
was still a bitch. He was still the bitch
That's
of Phoenix.
still a horrendous name.
What?
The Phoenix Five.
Hey,
Hey, look,
I
if
didn't
you're
name
gonna
them.
get around a bitch, that's the bitch to get around.
Yeah.
That fiery bird is all about you, man. Come on.
I got nothing. You know, that was like your favorite storyline when your man Tony Stark had the fucking giant.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
What was this?
When how Tony Stark fucked up the Phoenix Force, he came up with a Megazord from fucking Moon.
Megazord.
And he just, fuck you, fuckity fuck. That is so fucking horrible. And the only thing worse than that is Snyder himself, that cunt. I think Tony Stark is actually Snyder's cunty self.
See,
We were trying to get Ramon angry before, and now he succeeded.
Ramon doesn't get angry. What are you talking about? What's an episode like Ramon's like a volcano erupts?
Fuck Zack Snyder.
Yeah. So,
Fuck Zack Snyder indeed. And you know why fuck Zack Snyder?
Because you need sandpaper to
One
wrap
of our
around.
scoops from ages ago was 100% spot on. We told everybody that Felicity was going to be Oracle in Arrow.
Oh my
And
god.
just not yesterday's, but the episode
Last
before
week's.
yesterday's, last week's, which is like
I was gonna
synonymous
name
with
you
the episode
Oracle, but it was
That's
terrible.
right.
Well, yeah, but it was already taken. That was a fuck you to Zack Snyder, who apparently threw some hissy fit that, no, but I'm doing Batman! And,
Really?
and they
Yeah.
couldn't do it. And he would not let Greg Berlanti do it.
And in yesterday's
Really?
episode, she goes up against the Calculator, who is Oracle's main fucking villain.
Really?
Really.
Really?
So now she's got to be Overwatch.
Well, I know about that, but really?
Which constantly reminds me of Overfiend. So all I can do is picture poor
You-
Felicity in her
Hold
wheelchair
on, stop,
getting
stop,
super
stop,
fucked by...
Stop. Yurok Sukudoji.
Oh, wait, no.
Be respectful.
He pronounced it.
That'll kick the overfiend out of your head. There you go. Or you could just go with
Fuck
imagining
you. Now I'm
Felicity
thinking of
get-
tentacle going up her ass.
Yeah, there you go.
You
Just
fucking
one?
That started softly, you know?
Nah, Overfiend, there was nothing
No,
soft
there
about
wasn't.
it.
Nah. I
First
remember.
episode, they split a nurse in two.
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
Right? Like literally split a nurse in two, dude.
Was that the first hentai I saw? I think it was.
It was the first hentai most people saw. Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you're going to dive into the pool, dive into the deep end.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, look, their animation was good. We were talking about animation, liking animation. They had respect for their animation and story.
Relic Lord wants to know what do we think of. Did you see that episode?
No, I didn't see last week's.
Relic Lord, he didn't
I
see
was
it, so we
out.
can't
Me and
discuss
Roger
it.
were eating meat. Meat.
DVR. You
Went
go
to a
home and
Brazilian
watch 40
place?
minutes of it.
I came home. I slipped into a fucking food coma immediately.
Can we discuss it or no?
We can discuss
When you
it.
It's a
eat the
spoiler.
amount of meat that
All
they
right,
that
I'm
they
not-
probably. Where did you go?
It's
Did
a
you go to?
spoiler for a week.
Where'd you guys go?
We went to Hill Country Barbecue, where you wait on a cheese line and you go up to the counter. It's like a deli meat counter at the Key
Cheese
Food,
line.
and you say, "Let me get a half a pound of brisket, a half a pound of
said cheese
spare
line.
ribs."
It's a cheese line. Like I'm still trying to put that together.
Oh,
Like,
no, because, you know, you go to a church and you go on a cheese line and they give you cheese and peanut butter and all
Yeah.
that other stuff. And then you go home, put everything aside and just take the cheese and make great grilled cheese sandwiches.
With a big block
You
of
just
cheese.
sit there with a tray and they're slapping meat on the thing, and then you go back and then you go back and goes, "Please, sir, can I have some more?" I had brisket. We had beef shoulder. We had fucking prime rib. We had this jalapeno and cheese sausage links. We had pork ribs. They got barbecue and hot sauce on each individual table for you.
You had the farm.
Collard greens with bacon in it. One of the
That's
best
the only way
macaroni
I
and
could
cheese.
eat collard greens is with bacon.
Yo, it was
Same
so
thing with Brussels
fucking
sprouts.
good.
I think I'm
so
having
good.
a heart attack right now.
Okay. All right.
Meat is never off topic.
We started with Batman, and then we went to fucking Arrow, and then we talked about meat. We're so off topic.
See, this is what I'm going to harken back to 3 weeks ago now, and I'm going to continue to do this every time we get off topic because it seems to happen often. That someone
You
just
think?
insists, Pete, why must you talk about comic books on this show? That was originally the idea. Originally.
February 23rd.
Anyway, Batman Europa. Batman and Joker get infected with this disease, and they are traveling through Europe. They start in Berlin, then they go to Prague, then France, and it ends in Rome. And each time they're finding clues as to who is possibly poisoning them. I liked the artwork a lot. It was like some weird.
did?
I loved it.
I loved
All
it.
4 issues.
Yeah,
I didn't see
because
the middle. I didn't see the middle too, but
it gets fuckier as the disease is taking its
That was
toll.
intentional.
Okay,
That was
okay.
intentional.
Yeah,
Alright.
they fucked with it constantly because it was like Batman's perception. The feet. You ever try to do some shit when you sick?
Well, to be
It
honest with you,
sucks.
No.
to be honest with
I
you,
get
thinking
him
of
bad
Batman's
in
hobbies,
position.
that's how his vision should look all the time.
Because men are babies when we're sick.
Mm-hmm.
We need if ever a man needs a woman, that's when,
And when we're horny.
and when we're horny.
yes.
Yeah,
But even more so, I
We
dare
are
say,
sick
when
bitches because,
we're
to
sick.
be honest with you, they could push a bowling ball out, and
Yeah.
we catch a sniffle.
We stub a
We
toe,
catch a hemorrhoid
and
and it
we're
fucking
crying.
hurts.
You catch us. I had a gallstone once.
Oh, not good. Not
I
good.
hug all the pregnant women. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm not gonna spoil this for you.
named
I
her
found the
Amanda.
end, however, to be a little lackluster.
You should name
Like
it also.
I would have preferred it.
I like
be
the villain.
Did you? I would have preferred it to be a different villain.
Why?
I don't know. Like when he did that little Joker Batman mashup thing in
do that
issue
close
3,
with the stone.
I would have liked it to be some psycho who
I haven't even gotten started.
was like a half Joker, half Batman, and not who it turned out to be. But I did like the one
we're not gonna
line.
say who it
We're not
is?
going to say who it is.
Okay.
Well, I can
Let him
say
read it.
Yeah.
Overall, it was a good story. Like I said, I thought the end was a little lackluster, but I liked the one line that the villain said, because like he's standing there without his supervillain costume on, and he's like, "Who is it?" Batman's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "See, that's the thing about us, Batman, is that I could have walked right by you at any point. You could have walked right by me. We don't know who we are if we're not in the masks." And then he puts the mask on.
The thing is you said you had a problem with the ending, and that's the thing that for me, for most stories, the clincher is the ending. If you can't have a good ending,
It ruins.
fuck your story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It was decent. I was just expecting it to be an all-new villain instead of some, classic
Yeah.
villain.
I wasn't
To not
expecting
spoil it,
any
I mean, it's somebody in the Rogues Gallery.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But isn't that the case lately? They don't make new guys; they dig up old guys.
Pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah, the scope is quiet tonight.
I liked the idea in issue 3 when he was dressed up as half Joker, half Batman. I thought that was innovative.
That was cool.
So I would have liked to see more of that.
Did they do that with Batman
right.
and Superman? What was that called?
Now onto Arrow.
Let's talk about Arrow. What do we got?
The calculator is Felicity's father.
Yeah. Wow. And Laura Lance still needs to die. What? I just thought that. Sorry, I didn't.
She's
Show up in a thong first.
No, man.
Girl's got legs for days.
Yeah, you
she's
know what?
annoying,
And she could take those legs and walk right off set.
I'm glad they brought back Nisa though.
Yeah.
She's cute.
Yeah.
I want him to do an angle where she gets upset over him being engaged to Felicity, because technically they're married.
That's true. I don't think Nissa would care though.
I don't think so, but maybe you could do some whole tradition dictates.
That wasn't a
bullshit.
happy marriage.
Doesn't matter. If
And
it's
they
some
were
kind of
married.
like
And who acknowledged that marriage? Is a cult somewhere in the far
a
middle
cult
of
that
nowhere?
she's still kind of sort of cool with, except for the leader. So she
Right.
Is
wants
she
to-
cool with them?
If she becomes,
Is she cool?
if she goes back to the League of Assassins, Will they uphold it? Will they be upset that she's, going against?
I don't know. They don't seem like a group that's really solid on their marital basis. They don't seem there.
So now, does she learn that it's her dad, or does she?
No.
She knows it automatically off the hand.
No, she knows, and he shows up in the end, but she doesn't know his calculator.
Ah.
Yeah.
But didn't we have No, we had Clockmaster. That's right.
Clock King.
Yeah.
Clock King.
Speaking of Arrow.
Didn't he die? He died,
He
right?
died.
He died. That was a shame.
Speaking of Arrow, the Dark Knight Returns version of Arrow with the one arm and everything will be on Legends of Tomorrow on February 25th.
Nice.
You heard it here.
Yes. Yeah.
Good shit.
I heard about
One
that.
of our fans brought up a really intriguing question, and I don't remember the Dark Knight, so maybe somebody can tell me if he uses a crossbow or something. But seems like it'd be fucking hard to use a bow and arrow with one hand.
Teeth. He used his teeth.
He uses his teeth?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wayback Machine. He uses his teeth.
Does he use his teeth to pull the string back?
He hangs
like,
upside down, one arm, tooth, fire.
Ah.
All right.
Well, that's fucking cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Was he flossing with the string?
He might as well be.
Might
He's
as well
like,
be.
Fuck
Talking
you,
about the rest of the shows?
Superman.
Well, he's
Because you
into
know
it.
that whole Frank Miller comic was "Fuck you, Superman."
Not time
commie
yet.
ass.
Here's a question for you. Well, let's first talk about the news that hit the internet today. There's a possibility, it's not definite yet, that Hasbro and Mattel may be merging into one giant toy company.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Does that mean Barbie and G.I. Joe actually get together?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that happens.
Wow, man.
You know, it's fucking.
Fucking mine just blew up.
Maybe
Hang
it
on.
says
I was
something about me, but it's a Pentar, tentacles.
This
Barbie.
I command.
I'm just saying.
This I
Remember in G.I. Joe the movie when he straightened the snake out, right?
Yeah, I do. She's gonna get it.
shot through the heart.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's going to be
really-
interesting.
he was
I don't
supposed to
wanna see
die.
a
You know, Duke
He-Man
was supposed to
Transformers
die in that movie,
crossover.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And because American fans are
Although-
a bunch of pussies, and we freaked out when Optimus Prime died.
So at the end, hey, Duke's awake. He's out of his coma.
Yeah.
Yay! But they were really just cheering about, we won, yay!
They just had that little voice.
Well, no, they're gonna. Duke's gonna awake from his coma. They're gonna give him the Rick Grimes treatment.
Pete,
You know,
like
that was the
Barbie
second
with
time
bigger
he was in a
booty?
coma.
What?
You like Barbie
I
with
didn't
bigger
know.
booty?
I like
Actually,
bigger
didn't know.
booties, period.
Barbie has a bigger booty?
I don't know.
She
Somebody said
should. I mean,
Yes, I know this because, yes.
They made Barbie with a fatter ass.
Good girls in my life, and that was the first. Look, they made Barbies with different body types. Now.
You know, it's all about the bass, No trouble.
I mean, you just mentioned He-Man Transformers crossover. I think it would be awesome to watch He-Man hack a leg off a Decepticon.
No! I don't know if...
No, it wouldn't. Starscream denies that one. No. I told you I could do Cobra Commander, so by proxy, Starscream.
Hey, if you guys are familiar with our Facebook, our pictures from Comic-Con, Mike is the guy dressed as the giant Cobra Commander.
Giant fat Cobra Commander.
I'm just saying giant because you're like up here and I'm down here.
Yeah.
So, our boy Mikey had a great question that I'm glad I took some time to think about, and you being a G.I. Joe fan, perfect question for you as
No,
well.
it's the Wayback Machine.
What is your favorite G.I. Joe episode from the cartoon?
Yeah, I
It's
spent.
mine, you're a bitch.
You want to
You
go
go
this?
first.
Let's
You
go
go
this way.
first.
Let's go
Go
clockwise,
first.
starting
Yeah,
at
go
you.
first.
It's the one where Shipwreck is taken to that fake town by Cobra.
Oh, that's a
He
good
has
one.
amnesia and shit.
There's something about Springfield or something like that.
Wasn't
Wasn't that?
That's a two-parter with
the same thing
Synthroids
happened to
and
Flint,
shit.
though.
Yes.
Same
Fuck
thing.
Flint.
I liked Flint, man. He was the one
Shipwreck,
banging out
man.
Lady
I
thought
J.
Flint was
Shipwreck is Delgado, okay? He's the only Spanish G.I. Joe, and he's faking it. All right, so I understand why, that's Shipwreck's real name. He's a Spanish guy.
I didn't know that.
And
Please,
what's his real name?
Delgado. His last name is Delgado.
Okay.
Wayback Machine.
Do you still have all the file cards?
No, in here.
Do you still have them?
Yeah. In the closet in there.
Yeah, Duke's name is Conrad.
When Snake Eyes get timber, according to Red Lord.
He got it during one of the.
It was the flashback episode, at the Assault on
Snake
Snake
Eyes
Eyes'
is on
cabin,
Tinder?
which was one of the only.
Were you talking about the cartoon?
It was one of the only cartoon episodes that actually showed a little bit of the comic book.
When he got Timber was actually during the 5-part thing. Was it the Pyramid of Darkness or the Weather Dome?
I think it was the Pyramid of Darkness.
Pyramid of Darkness.
It was the
he
second
was,
one.
He was coated in radiation because that's how radiation works. It just coats you and you glow red for a little while.
Yeah, and then you're fine.
And you're fine. And a wolf licks you and you're all better. That's
Kinda like Poison.
His cabin went on fire at some point during that series, if I'm not mistaken, and that was the same shit that happened in the comic book very early on.
Yeah. There's a lot of differences between the comic and the cartoon. Like, Serpentor was way better in the comic.
Yeah.
He was way better in the comic, and in the cartoon, he was a whiny baby.
Kind of got bitched.
He was only good in episodes where they made him. After that, he was
Arise Serpentor Arise was phenomenal.
Yeah.
What are your favorites?
Okay, there's a couple. And one is because of its utter stupidity. There was an episode in G.I. Joe where they were tracking down, literally, it was called the MacGuffin device.
Ah, yes!
All right? And the MacGuffin device, when it was finally revealed what the MacGuffin device
Shipwreck
does,
story.
yeah, it does a whole bunch of Looney Tunes.
It makes you hallucinate. It's like instant acid trip.
Yeah.
Shipwreck was telling this story about a giant who owned a mine filled with hamburgers.
Yeah, it was utterly ridiculous. The one
Slowly, he opened the door to the mine. Wait a minute. A mine has
has
a door?
Yeah.
Shut up, kid.
This is my story. Yeah, the other one I liked was also another shipwreck one. There's a gigantic blob of thing taking over everything, and you've got it's only vulnerable to apples.
The germ! Yes!
Maybe this one will do
Poison with a candy coating.
Yeah, this one, they're throwing apples at this thing all day. You'd think one of my G.I. Joe episodes would be one of the cool
That was when
ones.
Airtight went inside the germ.
He went airtight.
Yep.
Oh my fucking god!
Well, you know
so
what? I
horrible.
can see why apples will
back
work
to
because
front,
you
man.
can't ingest apple seeds because they have arsenic in them.
That's not
why.
true.
That was-
You could inject. You could.
Yeah,
eat
you
apple
just
seeds.
can't.
You can eat apple seeds, but you can't
Wait,
throw them in a
to
blender.
quote the
Because if you
cartoon,
crack the seed open, that's
I
what
eat apples
if I get
all
to
the time
reference the
whole.
Wayback
Yeah.
Machine,
Yeah.
you need to poison the germ, poison with a candy coating. The old doctor was like, apple seeds contain a tiny amount of poison. And one of the random girls was like, poison? In small doses, it's harmless.
Yeah.
But in large doses, and somebody turns around, what about an orchard full? It could be deadly.
It could
So
be
if you
deadly.
eat a motherfucking orchard of apples, you've probably got other problems on your hands.
And that would be what it would take for the arsenic to be worth a damn. Yeah.
Okay.
Any
Yeah.
more?
Oh, don't get me started.
We could do a whole episode just on that. I have...
Because my favorite was the secret G.I. Joe Transformers crossover. It was a Transformers episode that was secretly
with Cobra Commander.
No.
He might be the same black guy from last week because that's the exact same fucking reference.
All right, that was King Snake.
Yep.
King Snake. It wasn't Cobra Commander. It's just, even though at the end he was like, Cobra. The good old days. Yeah.
I pretty much loved any episode that had Sergeant Slaughter in season 2.
Get up, maggot.
I have to list 2. Speaking of Serpentor being fucking badass when they went after...
His artifacts?
Yes!
His artifacts. He's getting random beards.
Yeah.
And other things like that. Yeah.
When they break into Vlad the Impaler's castle.
And they
they're like,
wanted to get his stuff. This is my pet snake. It made me more badass now. This is my axe. I killed people with. I love. He was a collector.
yeah. He was like me.
No.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
But really,
There is
like,
no
if-
hope for this world.
If I have to list a
got turned into
truly
iguana, so
fantastic
okay.
episode, Sink the Montana.
Oh
Was
my god.
one of my truly favorite episodes because it was actually educational as well. There was this admiral who was getting forced into retirement, so he joins up with Cobras, because he only knows army life, and now he's the fucking captain of this massive battleship that was going to be mothballed. I learned what mothball scrap was from this episode. And they're taking on the 7th Fleet, which is a real fucking thing, by the way. The 7th Fleet is like one of the Navy's finest fighting machines. And the GI, they have this thing on there that basically is a giant EMP that surrounds the ships in an electromagnetic bubble. So any modern ship, plane, or missile just falls into the sea. So the Joes have to go to Boston and commandeer the fucking USS Constitution,
Yes.
the oldest active battleship in the U.S. Navy. More motherfucking education for you.
Well, isn't G.I. Joe where you got deoxyribonucleic acid from?
I believe so in the third episode, as a matter of fact, or possibly Serpentor.
The Rise Serpentor Arise. They gave an entire lesson on that.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's this crazy glowing green when this fucking nut here starts talking about G.I. Joe. I mean, dude, you're like, I don't know.
I can a kid at Christmas.
It's
I
scary.
could explain very simple. Besides the fact it's called marketing and imprinting, as we're watching a cartoon that they advertise the toys for during the cartoon, and they're like, buy, buy, buy. Beyond that, there are lovely quotes in G.I. Joe that stick with you as an American man, such as Lifeline talking to Gun-Ho and saying, "Is your only solution with fighting your fist?" He's like, "No, Lifeline. It's called a gun." That's another solution. That's a quote from the series. G.I. Joe.
On that
now
note,
you know.
Snake Eyes picks up one of the
The
Cobras.
other half is violence and bullets.
Yeah. Snake Eyes picks up one of the Cobras during an episode where Cobra's trying to get a mayor elected of some Hispanic town. They had real Hispanics in the show.
Occasionally.
And was one of the other guys like Steeler or somebody, and he turns around to the Cobra and he's like, "My friend is a man of action, not words. So you better talk before he turns you into the first snake-flavored pretzel."
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
But just like the end of that episode when they finally destroy the EMP and they can get all the fucking planes and shit going, and Hawk comes on the radio and he's like, "Attention all G.I. Joe sea and air units. This is Hawk. Sink the Montana." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
And they
chills.
announce it like that.
Yeah, it's just so fucking powerful, man. I likes my childhood.
What was it called? Full frontal nerdity?
Full frontal nerdity, man. I'm pointing this hashtag. There are not nearly enough people using this hashtag, so guys, we're starting it here. There's only like 300 fucking posts on Instagram, so start that shit. Nerdity and full frontal nerdity. Anytime you just geek the fuck out like we just did, enjoy it.
And I'm holding back.
So we are about 45 minutes into the episode. I think it's about time for the first bomb. What do you think, brother?
Bomb 'em.
Okay.
Let's do it. Want to just go in order?
Yeah, fuck it,
All
why
right.
not?
So we're not sure yet if Lucifer is going to be renewed for season 2, but it's
think it
most
should.
likely
We'll talk about that after.
right after. But if it is, Morpheus the Sandman is coming.
That would be so great.
It would.
They need improvements on the show.
They do.
All right. Do you remember that wonderful show called Constantine?
Yes.
Yes.
I sat 50-50 with that too, like I did with
Really?
Lucifer. Because it was Constantine, but also it wasn't Constantine.
No, yeah. You're not going to get vertigo. You're not going to get full-blown
He
vertigo
was just on
TV.
the wrong channel.
Yeah.
He was just on the wrong channel because it
You're
was
right.
like Constantine meets Disney. He might as well have been smoking candy cigarettes.
They did some. They what's
He's
the
like-
term? They marketing himself.
He was even more daring on Arrow. All right, because we're. As for friggin' Lucifer, my positives with Lucifer, it's well acted.
Yes. Lucifer is awesome.
You know,
The
it's well
character.
acted. The looks are good. My negatives with Lucifer is everything else.
Explain to me why.
It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like when you put too much water in your Kool-Aid. You know, it kind of, they water a lot of things down.
From the Vertigo book.
So this
Yeah.
is a Vertigo book, and it's not Vertigo-y enough for TV.
Yeah, and I understand if they want to go different, and it's also on a network channel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on
I never,
channel
I never
levels.
read Lucifer book.
It's probably
that's
a
the
show
thing.
that if
That's
The
you
new
why I
shit
like
just
it.
started.
Yeah.
The new shit just started, and I like it.
Yeah.
It's like the volume 2 or something.
Lucifer is a good book.
Yeah.
The show is not a good
I
example
wanted
of
to
that
get
book.
into Lucifer,
Okay.
but I think Lucifer's connected to a bunch of other shit from Vertigo, and my OCD would make me want to get all
But
of
you
that
don't need
shit.
to read all that. You really don't. You don't really don't, and you don't actually have OCD.
No, okay, I'm just telling you about that.
all right, all right.
So basically, what you're trying to say is that
CSI
Lucifer is a
Lucifer.
TV show that if it's not,
That is it.
They made a joke on Supernatural with this when they just recently went back to Lucifer and
Oh
Supernatural.
god, fuck, spoilers, shit.
Oh, no.
Nah, go ahead.
This recent season of Supernatural is actually good. I've hated
Yeah,
it
I'm
from
only like-
6 to 10. You can
I'm like
eat a
5
dick.
episodes away from.
But season 11 is
season
actually
10.
good. They run back into Lucifer and they're
They don't run back into fucking Adam, do they?
No.
I hated that motherfucker.
They have a back and forth on whether he's getting out or stuff like that. And the question comes up, what are you gonna do if you get out of here? He's like, I don't know. After I'm done, I'll become a detective in LA and call it a day.
Awesome.
That's funny.
I love
pretty
nerd
good.
fucking. See, that's full frontal nerdity for you. Any Supernatural fans out there in Peach Basement World?
Freddy.
Yeah?
Yeah, he loves that shit.
I love
Nice.
seasons 1 through 5 and 11.
All right, well, my question is, do you think Lucifer would do better if it was on
Relic Lord, I knew I
more
could
of an
count on you.
adult type of station like FX or
AMC
or AMC, or
Just don't push it to HBO. That's too far.
Well, no, I was gonna say, no, because
Too
HBO
far.
will nerf the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Even they'll keep it violent, but they'll nerf the shit out of
They'll
it.
over-sex and
Yes.
over-violify and
Right.
take away all the meat of the story.
Exactly. They'll take out all the substance and leave nothing but Flash, which
I would like to see a darker version of it, but again, I've never read the
it
books.
should be.
The show is
be a
about
Netflix.
fucking Satan. Alright, you don't think it's a little light? Like, seriously.
So speaking of your nephew Freddie, he's coming with us to see Deadpool next week.
No, that's my nephew Melvin's going with us next week.
Ah, you got too many nephews.
Yeah, oh my God, I do. My brothers and sisters
You
don't
are
know,
Spanish.
they don't know condoms. They just did it.
Sorry, Freddie, man, we thought you was coming.
That stereotype is fucking true.
I had to be racist.
We mass produced, yo.
Wow. That's
like
funny.
bunnies.
Factory.
So, either way, very excited to see Deadpool. Me and Ramon got tickets for the 7 p.m. show.
Oh, it's your
Yeah, I gotta
Valentine's
wait
Day
until the
date.
following
Yeah,
week.
yeah. Pretty much.
I saw that to my wife, and she was like,
Yeah. I'm taking my wife there for Valentine's Day.
Nice. The Regal Kaufman in Astoria is doing reserved seating, which is why we're going.
yes.
Yeah,
Because I am not fighting fanboys for fucking seats.
that's right by me. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where I go all the time.
See you at 7?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be exceedingly jealous because I
I
won't be
know.
able to go until the following week.
What's up with Deadpool and the Mercs for money?
I didn't read this.
This was
you
really
did.
silly.
I don't fuck with
I hope
Deadpool.
it is. That's
I mean-
right, but I thought,
Okay. All right. I did. The thing about Deadpool.
I didn't catch it.
For me, it was just kind of like a big, huh? Because I'm not familiar with any of the other characters.
I like seeing Solo on that. Was
You know,
Solo,
Solo's
I
in it?
recognize.
the
Yeah.
Green
Solo's in it?
Punisher
Yeah.
guy?
Okay. Who's in it?
Yeah.
Solo,
Wait, I recognize.
slapstick.
Yeah, I recognize Slapstick too.
Slapstick
Like, when the hell
too?
did he become a
They
villain?
brought him back.
Slapstick from the 1990s?
Yes.
Yeah.
That freaking
The guy with the fucking big
With the
hammer?
hammer. Yeah.
Freakazoid. Yeah,
Yeah,
Freakazoid.
Freak-
The
Yeah,
cartoon
pretty much,
character, yeah.
yeah.
Who else is in
So
it?
those are the only two guys I really recognize.
That's why I want you to
aside
go
from
down the
Deadpool.
list and
I
see if
forget
any
who
of them
else.
sit in there.
Because I just flipped through the book because I refuse to read it because it's Deadpool. I can't do a Deadpool book.
Really?
This book wasn't Deadpool enough for me to really enjoy it because I was aside from Solo and Slapstick, I was kind of like, who the fuck is this?
Oh, the Terror.
Why do I care?
The
The Terror?
The guy from the Tick?
no.
We got Stalin! I am not Joseph Stalin. I merely studied his work. Who cares? We got Stalin!
Google the cast. I don't know what to say. You scared me.
Wow.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I love
Yeah,
you,
it's
Peter.
another Deadpool book. He has a team of mercenaries.
Okay.
All right,
He has
here-
a Spanish Deadpool.
Yeah.
And
El Deadpool.
I forget what it,
Like,
Okay,
they would
the
be
best-
silly enough to call him
Yeah,
that.
it'll be.
No,
it
they
would-
call him
no,
something else, which I
They,
didn't
they
bother.
call
And I bet you he
oh,
likes
God, They
hamburgers.
call him like murder, like
Instead of chimichangas, he would like hamburgers.
no pizza. That would be
Pizza.
even, yeah, that would be even better. That was actually to me was the funniest part of that issue because Spanish Deadpool is speaking Spanish and they're not bothering to translate it at all.
That's awesome.
They do that shit
That
a
is my
lot.
that is my problem with Deadpool. All right, look. So once again in the Wayback Machine, I read the book where Deadpool first appeared. And, you know,
Okay.
it wasn't a good outing for him. He got mailed back to his boss in pieces. Since then, I missed the point where Deadpool became the Deadpool we know today. I like him. I don't like his actual book. I like him in other books where he's towing the line, but he isn't going over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
I would have liked Deadpool team up.
Like I don't
love
really
that fuck.
remember
I really do.
that
I
same
talk about it
point.
all the
Like
time.
I remember reading a couple of X-Force issues like after he first appeared.
Oh, he
was
sucked.
very He did stuff, but he was like kind of soft-spoken and not exactly a merc with a mouth. They kind of had to.
No, he
Was
was
he
a merc.
always like
He was a
fucking
merc
nuts
with
and everything? But
he
was
was a
totally
merc.
nuts.
He was a merc with a mouth since day one because the very first issue he appears, his first dialogue takes up the entire half.
Oh my God, those books were wordy.
I remember that.
I remember that. Yeah.
I remember that panel. That,
Yeah,
Yes.
he was the merc with the mouth, and he was doing all the talking through all of it.
but he wasn't like the
So I missed that
silly
issue.
Deadpool
He wasn't
that we know.
No,
today.
because he was being mean and evil. He was an assassin. I'm creeping in here. I'm creeping on your X-Force, and he got
And
sidelined
when
by
they
Cable.
chopped him up into pieces, was his head still tall?
No, they didn't show him get
Oh.
chopped up. They just mentioned, we chopped him up and mailed him back.
So at that point, you're thinking he's dead because you're not aware of that his healing factor is through
No,
the fucking roof.
you're not aware
Yeah.
of that, no. And then in subsequent issues, as things follow, when he reappears much later,
Right.
much later, they reveal,
Yeah.
he's a ripoff of everybody. You know what I'm
much.
saying?
So,
But I am very
Splody?
excited to see the movie.
Float away.
since we're in Marvel right now, let's discuss Agent Carter real quick. Are you keeping
She's
up
so
with this?
sexy.
She's so
I
hot.
love it.
So much cleavage in this season. Oh.
I didn't
I
see
love how they're-
I didn't see yesterday's episode. Was it Tuesday's episode?
Monday, thought. Tuesday?
Monday,
Tuesday,
whatever.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't watch them off the TV. They come, they get saved.
I love how they're like trying to stay true to like 1940s attire, but still like we got to show a little
Sexify it
tit
up?
and just
Yeah.
like open it up a little.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's hard to fucking.
Maybe
keep those
they're not
things
doing
in.
that. Maybe
Yeah.
she's just naturally sexy.
Oh, she's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
She's
she's
insane.
British.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Just read me a book. Haley, if you're watching, you can email us at questions@peaksbasement.com,
He's not being creepy.
facebook.com/. He's
not being creepy.
And of course, follow us on Instagram and
not being
Twitter.
creepy.
And Haley, if you'd like to mail us
He's being creepy.
autographed photos of yourself,
He's being
and
creepy.
anybody
Grade
else that wants
factor
to mail
increasing.
us,
He's
Is
starting
that
to be
about
creepy.
a 7.5 right now?
One line
Going
too
up?
many. One line too many are creepy.
Pete's Basement fans, if you want to send us anything, you can send that to Pete's Basement, 223 Bedford Avenue, number 145. Don't write P.O. Box or nothing. Just write the fucking hashtag sign. Used to be a number sign, but then the internet
Now it's
took
a
over.
hashtag, yeah.
So that's number 145, 223
Hashtag
Bedford
creepy.
Avenue, number 145, Brooklyn, New York, 11211.
Hashtag creepy bastard.
Hashtag creepy ass motherfucker.
You're such a creepy bastard.
So, but you are watching Agent Carter.
Bad touch. What?
You are watching.
What?
You're watching Agent Carter, though, right?
Yes, I am. I just missed
Okay.
the last episode.
But you're aware of the scientist who like was eaten away by the Dark Force, and now he's like
Yeah.
He's
I'm kind of. I gotta ask a question.
yeah.
Because this is a confusing thing. Because now I gotta ask from Agents of Shield. I know Graviton was in it. And he got eaten by. They had another liquid matter thing.
Yeah.
Is it the liquid matter thing that ate him? Is that the same thing as the portal thing, or is that two separate things?
I'm not actually sure, and I'm hoping they clear that up. I don't think that's the same thing as the thing from Agents of Shield, though. That was a different.
No, it looks like it because it opens portals.
It does look like it.
And it's got the same logo. The people got the logo that she's following, that pin. It's the same logo that was on the other side in the other world on the astronauts.
Well, you heard the question here. Is the thing on Agent Carter the same thing from season 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No, I'm saying I believe it's the same thing from the current season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh!
The portal that she went through. I'm asking
that
if that
thing.
has any relation to the first liquid thing from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., first season Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing. Does it have any relation to it?
Oh,
Or are
okay,
they
season
just
three
being
to
lazy
season one.
with special effects
think
and
they're being
everything's just
lazy.
I think they're being
liquidy?
lazy because the whole first season was just like putting it out there, but then
And seeing if it sticks.
after that, it's just like we're
It's like throwing your
building up
old
the
underwear
movies.
against the wall. If it sticks, wash them. If it doesn't, you can wear it another day.
If it sticks, you have a lot of socks around your bed, don't you?
At least,
Oh,
see,
God.
that's
No,
actually
but-
better than that reason for it sticking. It could stick for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
That's maybe about a 5
You
or
might
6.
want to see a doctor about that.
But the doctor that you can currently like put your hand through and everything, rumor has it that he is either going to be the father of Cloak or somehow responsible for his creation.
That'd be interesting.
I would
That would
like
be
to
cool.
see him be
But he's an actual
responsible
character.
for his creation.
He's an
not
actual
his father.
character.
Right.
The doctor's an actual character.
Is
He
it?
made a big giant robot back in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
Think so? Yeah.
Didn't everybody?
I don't think he could be his
Machine.
dad because he's. I mean, this is like 1948, and if they're looking to make Cloak a teenager, that's an old ass dad.
Or he could
I'm just saying.
Maybe
related
he'll wind
to
up being
him.
his grandfather or something like that.
Or maybe he's the guy who made the giant robot back in the 1960s.
I never bothered to look the character up.
I
should have.
Wayback Machine. I don't look a lot of things up.
We're gonna have to do that hashtag way back.
I just have wasted way too much memory on stuff that is utterly irrelevant.
At least you've got the memory to waste. I'm still running DOS, bro.
The Wayback Machine.
There you go.
The Wayback Machine.
Vegetable tube.
While we're
Getting creepy.
All right, yeah.
and we're back.
I don't think we were ever here.
I can prove that you're not
Oh,
here.
jeez. Oh, okay.
You guys ready for this?
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Now, you're not in Saudi Arabia, right?
No.
Right. And you're not in Australia, like some of our other fans, right?
No.
Right. You're not in California, right?
No.
And you're definitely not in, like, Mexico, where the beer
Nani?
is from, right?
Where are you going?
I'm asking you. You're not in Mexico, right? Right. So, if you're not in Saudi Arabia, and you're not in Australia, and you're not in California, and you're not in Mexico, then you've got to be someplace else.
I'm in Pete's basement.
No. Damn it.
It says it right here. I mean, this is
But
the
see,
place.
the trick is what you do to somebody, you bet them, like, a cup of coffee or whatever, and you say, well, if you're not in any of those places, you have to be someplace else. And they'll say, yeah. And if you're someplace else, you can't possibly be here.
Hey,
What? It's an old Abbott and Costello routine, man. Like 13 times 7 is 28.
Right. Which is a classic bit.
So good.
Yeah.
Or the one banana, two bananas, a three banana. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Apparently, also, speaking of Marvel, there is a She-Hulk TV show in development.
awesome.
That's a
Really?
brand new
That's
bomb
cool.
we just got. Yeah.
It's cool.
I would like to see like a Law and Order type of She-Hulk. I think it'd be fucking
I hope they
wild.
keep it in
That
the
would be
courtroom.
great,
Yeah.
actually.
And like she occasionally is getting into fights on the side, but the court is the main thing.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
see that, and
I think she'd be a better lawyer than Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
I'm sorry, what? I don't
That, you know what? I think that goes without saying.
How do you have all those powers and suck so bad at being a lawyer? Like you're
You went to school
you
for
are a lie detector.
right.
You
Also,
can't put the
they're-
heat on somebody and you're a living lie detector? You suck.
they're doing some casting for
I don't care
the
what Coolio's doing. in the
Fox's
movie.
X-Men TV show,
Yes.
which is actually being advertised on Marvel's website.
Is that Hellfire Club thing?
It's Legion.
Legion.
They just cast Aubrey Plaza in the show.
Really?
Yeah, we don't know who she is. Cute.
Yeah.
Quite cute. They had some other dude who I'm not even sure like who that is.
Don't care, it's a dude.
Yeah, he's a dude.
Don't be sexist.
Could absolutely be
Be
sexist.
sexist. You go for the V or the D. Come on.
Let's talk about iMage #1 real quick, and then we're gonna finish the show with TV shows and bombs.
Yeah.
All right. We read issue 0, right? This was
Issue 0 is like you kind of need issue 0 to understand what the fuck happened in issue 1.
right.
Yeah,
what
I
sucks.
missed that boat.
For what?
There was a time where issue 0 was just fun.
Right.
Yeah, or just
Now-
an establishing thing,
Yeah,
not
now
necessary.
it's almost necessary here.
Why do they even call it 0 then? They just
Should have
they
just
call
been
it
issue 1, and this was 2.
All right, advanced alien people flying by a planet. He crashes into.
What is this?
iMage.
From Action Lab.
iMage. Okay.
He crashes into a planet where magic and all that shit's really the main thing. So him being all tech savvy and tech heavy with like a machine that came to protect him,
Yeah.
who's now being called a golem because that's what they do in this magical planet.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to follow along, see how they interact with each other, yada yada. There are dragons and all this other stuff.
He has a mythological Jewish protector.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
They should make a comic book about an
Although-
iPod that does magic and call that iMage. Matt liked that. Our sound guy liked that.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
You know what they should do?
Sorry.
They should make
Yo!
they should make an iPod that's actually a fucking alien and call it iPod. Like the aliens came out of pods.
See, it's ultimate.
I'm not even drunk, bro. It's just beer.
You're high on G.I. Joe.
I am high.
You
on
are
G.I.
reaching so hard right now. It's
I
not
know.
even funny.
Is it a,
You know, like we follow some awesome people on Instagram that make toys. They should make like a custom toy of that.
What is the toy industry gonna do when? What is
Yeah.
the toy industry gonna do when everybody has a 3D printer in their house?
They're fucked.
That's why Mattel and
Hasbro are gonna
were
merge.
fighting.
I think Disney.
You know what? You know what
Disney
they're
was
gonna
brilliant.
do? They're gonna build a 3D printer with a preloaded imprints of all of those toys.
Or not.
You gotta buy download the.
Yeah, you'll have to buy the files. I think the Disney was brilliant with this. Like they make visits to like the Maker Faire and stuff like that to see what's going on. That's where they got that Disney Infinity idea. They're like, oh, okay,
And those
All right.
those figures
3D
are
print
fucking
this
awesome.
motherfucker. You know, now it's a video
The
game.
Disney Infinity stuff. Every time I set foot in a store like Target or something like
they
that, that's
look
got an
great.
electronics,
Yeah.
type of thing going on, I go to check out, the Xbox One section because I own an Xbox. Don't hate me. But I always, take a look by the Wii U stuff, and I see every time I pass by the Disney Infinity shit, and I fucking love every.
It's all awesome.
I want to buy them all.
But dude,
because they look
they,
amazing.
they're on the Xbox.
Are they?
Yeah, it's on all the systems.
Oh.
They
yeah.
didn't hold back at all.
Because
I didn't even care. I had to buy one.
which one, Darth Vader?
Perry the Platypus. I am not ashamed. Phineas and Ferb is one of the best fucking cartoons that was put out.
I have a series of them sitting on the top shelf in my living room in front of my lightsaber for my nephew. We have this trade going on.
I have to buy them. When I start making some decent money again, I definitely want to buy a Stitch. Because I love Stitch.
Stitch is
I
You
love
gotta start
Stitch.
hooking, man. Gotta start hooking. It's
Yeah.
tough out there.
Yeah.
Gotta put your ass out there.
So Alexander
You walk the whole
Souza,
street, man.
who I always wanted to just call this guy Kaiser Soze. That's on principle. He asked us, no DC this week. Are you guys pissed like me over DC Afterbirth or Rebirth or whatever? I'm sick as fuck of reboots. Alexander was actually
Calling it
referring
Afterbirth
to
is actually pretty ingenious.
our show last
Hashtag
week.
afterbirth. Hashtag DC afterbirth.
Last week's was only part 1 has reached the airwaves yet. I'm still editing part 2 because fucking Demetrius, I love the guy, he likes to talk. And that's a long ass episode. So you try editing 2.5 hours.
the
It
epitome-
takes a while,
He's the-
fuckers.
He's the epitome of
The next
Led Zeppelin
episode will
song,
be
Ride
out
Along.
tomorrow.
How the tables have turned.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
It's a topsy-turvy world.
But at this point, we knew it was going to happen because DC,
How many reboots have they had in recent years? Huh?
like 3. Like, no joke, 3.
And Marvel has gotten the closest with this recent one. And it's a soft reboot.
Yeah.
This is just like a fuck it. This is an excuse to kind of write what we want.
It's actually like with Marvel, it's kind of like a mid-season finale where the status quo is completely changed.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
an
that's
open door
fine.
now. Like,
Yeah.
just go. We can
And
do
you
whatever
know what?
we want.
To be honest with you, with all comics, they need to change the status quo. We're tired of, Peter Pan Peter, the Spider-Man.
yeah.
You need to change the status quo. And like we said before, there were some things that were a little hiccupy. But change is good as long as you're like sticking with it.
We discussed Secret Wars in depth on your podcast.
Yes.
Tell everybody the name and where they can find it, by the way.
Geek of the Week podcast. You can find it on iTunes. We have a RSS feed off of what is it? It's a website. Geek of the Week podcast, where me and my friend Bo, we spend a lot of time talking about bullshit. Comics, yeah. Check it out. Subscribe. Enjoy.
Basically, at this point, DC realizes that their TV shows are the moneymakers, and they have to change the comics around to more closely resemble what's going on TV.
And Marvel
Which
said,
is
"Go fuck
probably-
yourself" on that part because they didn't bother with that at
No,
all.
they totally
At this
did not.
entire time, they have not bothered. to
Nothing is
they
like
don't.
the
But,
fucking.
but the thing is, they don't have to because they're still doing. Even in the comic books, they're still doing better than DC. So it doesn't.
That's
matter.
absolutely
But
true.
the reason why they're doing better than DC is because DC keeps rebooting everything, and everybody just gets lost and says "fuck off."
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But
Yeah.
That's
but
why
the
I'm
thing
reading
is,
so
though,
many image shit.
Okay, look,
Even though I haven't seen any of the DC TV shows, and I know I have to catch up, I'm trying.
That's
Believe
fine.
me, I'm trying. But if they're going to reboot it and alter it to match the TV shows that they're doing, because the TV shows are doing so well, you know what? That's probably the smartest thing DC's done in the last 15 years.
But no, it's not. Here's the problem with that. You have the TV show. You have the comic. You don't need to... Even The Walking Dead doesn't match its book.
Not by a long shot.
No. Because there needs to be a difference. So there's a point to buy or watch either one of them. If you're watching the TV show, why are you going to bother with the comic? If you're reading the comic, why are you going to bother with the TV show?
That's a good thing. I
do agree with that. I do agree with that to a point, but we have to remember DC has changed the status quo so many times.
There needs to be some similarity because there are going to eventually be people who are watching the TV show that will come in and say, I want to read a comic book, and they're not going to recognize that.
That's what happened with Supergirl. It's so successful that DC had to run back and printing trade paperbacks.
But is that true?
Because they had no books out.
Look at Falcon, Captain America. There's no similarities between...
None at all.
And his comic did not fail in sales. All right? There is nothing in the existing run of comics that looks anything like Age of Ultron, Winter Soldier, or the upcoming Civil War.
But look at
chick.
There was a girl.
Look at the differences between Marvel
Thor's a
and
girl,
DC
dude.
at this point, just in sales.
Yeah, but see, the thing is the truth is the comics and the media are and the moving media are separate. Thor's a girl, and that's not hurting it at all. Because fuck Thor. No, I don't mean it that way.
I felt his hurt from here.
Yeah, wow. I was just like, oh no.
No, I don't mean it that way. They're like, fuck Thor. Thor's in the movies.
Yeah.
In the comic, they fucked him a different way.
Ixnay on the Ukfe Horthe.
Yeah. Did they ever reveal what Nick Fury said to?
No. Oh my God. What the fuck? That was like 10 years ago.
I think they forgot that shit.
I think so too.
Did they just,
I wouldn't be surprised.
He was like,
What he said to the Watcher and what the fuck Thor did to become unworthy of Mjolnir.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
No idea.
Are you out there, Marvel? What the fuck? I know somebody's watching.
Yeah.
Maybe they're
What did the man on the wall
Civil
whisper
War
in your
too.
ear?
Please don't say that.
He's the man on the wall.
What did Nick Fury's life model decoy say to Thor?
Sean Cadeau just asked us, what do we think of the Batman animated movie
Bad Blood that just came out?
I just saw it last week. I still haven't watched it, but you liked it.
I just saw that.
I have not
Bad
seen
Blood, liked it a lot.
Yeah. 75-25?
No. I just okay. I've watched everything DC Direct has done with their animation, and that's
the only arena where DC is doing better than Marvel.
They were trying to get rid of me for a little while when they brought in Flashpoint and freaking War. They were like, "Fuck off, Mike! Fuck off! We don't want you to watch this anymore."
Yeah, they slipped.
Because you know what's great? A Dark Flash comic.
No!
As a cartoon. What?
Sorry.
I watched it and it was like, children will cry. All right?
Like a Dark Flash show or comic is just about as good as Spider-Man 1.
Animal Instincts was
No,
shitty.
just fucking don't do it.
I don't know what Animal Instincts is.
It's absolutely shitty. You don't watch it. It's not part of their line of DC Direct things. Animal Instincts, don't watch it.
Okay.
If you like the DC Direct stuff, this is not it. This is like, hey, it's the 80s, and now we make toys based on cartoons, and now all the superheroes have animals attached to them that they transform, I think, into.
No. Oh my God, stop!
That's not even 80s, that's Desperate Toy Line before it dies 80s.
Desperate Toy Line 90s.
That's like taking animaguses from Harry Potter and just taking it to like an extreme level.
I remember He-Man had a bunch of like dinosaurs or something that came from outer space. They were meteors or something.
The Rock guys.
Yeah.
There were other things that, like, after that, there was like a Triceratops and there was a saber-toothed tiger or something.
You sure that wasn't you? You sure you weren't like seriously? High and looked at the Power Rangers?
I will show it to you. Man. So,
what were you gonna say?
I say you seriously need a sidekick that you have to call Sherman.
Sherman?
Yeah, because you have the Wayback Machine.
Oh,
you'd have to totally do
that. So let's talk about some good things right now. First of all, one of our biggest scoops has come to fruition. Supergirl and Flash, the crossover is fucking happening. We told you about this way back in November, and they all called us crazy. Everyone, all the fucking naysayers was like, "You're asshole."
called you crazy.
Did anybody say this was official? Who said it's gonna happen? This year said
That was
nothing.
the exact face
Fuck
they
all
had,
of
right?
you motherfuckers.
I
Fuck
love
you all.
when they ask us,
One line too many
where's your
again.
source? Fuck you. He's our source. I'm not going to put him out there for everybody to know.
That's how motherfuckers
Oh,
lose
that's
their
what you were
jobs.
talking about. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Exactly.
He was like, that's what you were complaining about when you said people are always asking your source. You can't do that.
Like that, yeah.
Nobody ever asks the Spanish media channel that reveals everything what their source is.
Right.
They just, you
just
guys
so
are right over and over and over again.
That's it.
How about this, motherfuckers? We're your source, bitches. You know there's just one, like, Hispanic dude on the fucking, like,
He just cleans a lot.
yeah, or whatever, and he
he's like,
overhears shit, and then he's on the phone like, and nobody there speaks fucking Spanish, so they have no idea what's going on. It's all just white dudes like me. I don't fucking speak Spanish. He could say some shit. Say some
With
shit.
more money,
shit.
though.
No, not that.
It could have been French.
That was masterfully played, sir.
But it's on Spanish TV, and like the one fucking the website. I forget which one it is.
I forget either. But every time there's a big bomb that drops, how did you guys know? Oh, we got it from the Spanish website. Woo! And for years they were like, trusted with a grain of salt. A grain of salt that turns into a sandwich. Like, seriously, every time because it's something.
So this shit is. I
think you and I were-
It's happening in March, and this will pave the way for fucking Crisis on Infinite Earths. I promise you next year.
I call that the Supergirl Flash thing happens by the end of this month.
Latino Review and Heroic
Latino
Hollywood.
Review.
Thank you.
That was
No, thank you,
Flash and
Vegetable Tube.
Supergirls in March. Flash and Supergirls in March.
Flash and
Oh,
Supergirls
definitely.
in March?
March.
Okay.
And it will
You saw the
pave the
last
way for
Supergirl?
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Because it's an alternate world.
That's going to be the big thing for next year.
Okay. Cool.
Berlanti's just got fucking free reign over TV at this point.
That's
Just
good.
Good and scary because I'm nervous for what Marvel's going to do.
When are they going to show
man.
Superman?
Well, since you brought it up, you guys, hope you're paying close attention.
Well, we said
Get
last
your
week.
notebooks, grab
We
your
did
pens,
say it
and get
last
your thinking
week,
caps on
but
because we're going
now
for a
we've
ride.
got a little bit more of a rumored confirmation.
Clark Kent is showing up this year.
Superman, Tom Welling, will be second season, along with
Tom Welling?
Tom Welling,
Oh.
Mr. Smallville.
along with
Mr. Oh, look,
drum
we're
roll,
the costume.
Miss fucking tit window herself,
Powergirl.
Keyhole, I believe, is the proper term.
Oh, is key? Okay, I like tit window though.
Tim Window's good.
I thought that happened because she didn't like the logo. She got rid of it.
I think that was it.
That's what
That
it
was the
is.
original idea.
But knowing her, so she would have ripped the whole fucking thing off and she would have been topless anyway. So
No. She has great accurate strength. She ripped the perfect hole.
Now, who the
And
fuck
then
you
sealed it
cast as
perfect.
Powergirl?
Tits McGee. What?
Gemma Atkinson.
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Oh, just one of the finest white girls Britain's ever produced.
Either
Britain
her or
has
Lucy
a
Pinder.
great titty export business.
They really do.
It's just
They know
Yeah.
they grow some tits.
Yeah.
Christ.
natural too.
Yeah. I don't think she's natural.
Mammary
But
from
I'm willing to
Motherland.
let it go because she's beautiful.
You're
and
willing
I don't
to
really
let
like
it go.
blondes.
Wow.
She has to prove it to you.
Right, right.
Brunette, blue eyes. It's almost like cheating. Some broad wants me to hand me my fucking wallet. Like, go just buy yourself something. Blue
The
eyes,
reason why he's not
dark
into
hair.
blondes is because he likes fucking shaved versions of himself.
That might be one of the. That's got to be the top 10 things most disturbing I've heard on this show.
Oh, hold on.
I need to
Vegetable
take a
too wants to
bath
know.
in turpentine after hearing that.
Where's the girl that plays Supergirl on Smallville?
She's supposed to be coming.
She's supposed to be coming,
I don't
but
remember as what.
she's I forget what she's gonna be.
She'll be Lana Lang.
I know currently she's on Sci-Fi. She's on that show Bitten. She plays a werewolf.
And then everything got quiet.
Yeah. That's her show now.
Yeah, no, it's true. So, we got one last bomb to set off for you guys. This one's for the
bombs.
270. We don't exist.
I know
We
what you're
don't
talking about.
exist.
So, now we've seen Legends of Tomorrow. They're coming out with
you feel about
Our
that?
Man. I like the show.
I like it.
It's fun.
The pilot episode was good and cheesy as well.
Yes!
Cheesy
It's
as
hard
well.
to get over the cheesiness until you remember, wait, this is a fucking comic book show.
Yeah.
Right.
The second episode was a better pilot.
But I like it that you've got your straight men, like fire. I don't mean straight man, but I mean like straight man. The Costello, the Abbott to fucking Lou Costello.
You got the Prison Break crew.
The setup man.
They're the fucking Costellos of it.
The Prison
You've
Break
got
crew.
fucking White Canary and Captain Cold with this little flirty thing going on constantly. Heat Wave's just nuts.
Flirty thing constantly. She's
No, actually, I think
She's a lesbian, I know, but
Yeah.
whatever. They still go.
No.
He's just got
No,
that
she's-
fucking. He's
Okay,
got
first
enough
of all-
charisma on that show that he could bang a lesbian.
well, she's bi.
no. It can happen.
She banged Ollie. I mean, everybody banged Ollie, but still.
Yeah, everybody did bang. Speaking of Ollie, going back on that, don't you think it was weird? The guy who spent 5 years on
you
an
saw the
island, he
message.
comes back and everybody hates him.
The source.
What's up?
You could just scroll down, right?
I'm on the wrong thing.
Yeah, you could just scroll down. To the,
People do dumb things on smartphones. Leave them alone.
What are you talking about? No. See what?
Notifications.
Stop breaking things.
He got a new phone and he doesn't know how to use it.
And it's an iPhone too, which is really scary because he's had iPhone.
It's an
for years.
iPhone 6, not an iPhone 2.
Wow, you waited that long, huh?
Yeah.
He did.
Look, I'm staying with the 5. Because I don't need a TV screen for
As the
my
world's
phone.
leading authority on waiting too long, don't.
Oh, Jesus. Why are Captain America's movies the dark one? Why do they choose Captain America's movies to be
Which
the
is
dark
weird,
ones,
right?
right?
I actually think it's kind of cool that they are.
Yeah, I do. I love them. Arguably, Winter Soldier was better than Iron Man.
Because for the longest time, Captain America's comics have been like old school Superman and Batman, where they were really campy.
Actually, the best runs for Captain America were his dark stuff when he was. There was the one where they were going against Red Skull for the Crystal, Wayback Machine. There was the one where Captain America was on ice, Wayback Machine. There was the one where, all that stuff where he's dealing with spy stuff. It was Dark Cap.
Yeah.
Like, Cap's most popular fight for me back then was him fighting Bullseye in a junkyard in New York
my
City.
God.
Oh my
and
God.
it was dark. And that
Now,
was a
there
vicious...
is some shit that's gonna get thrown at you.
Yeah. Cap was just rolling, and he was just behind the shit just all day.
Oh my God, that's crazy. I mean, I think,
like double click.
and the thing is that even in the comic book, if you really wanted to piss off Cap, you go after Bucky.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't get how Iron Man's saying, I was your friend too. This is how he treats friends. Look at how he treats Rhodey.
Yeah.
He has no idea what a friend is. Punch him in the mouth. Like, seriously.
Well, he treats Rhodey like he's like an apprentice. He treats Rhodey like Qui-Gon treated Obi-Wan.
He treats a military leader
Yeah.
like it's his apprentice.
But the thing is that he built the suit for the military leader and knows how to use it way far better. Sorry.
Because he also built a better suit for himself.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
Captain America's movies are dark.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we were talking to the source. We don't need you!
No,
Good one, but
we were just keeping the dialogue going while he's playing monkey with the phone.
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
Oracle.
Can we call him that? It's kind of taken.
Call him
We
Overwatch.
should ask
Overwatch.
him. Or we should ask the source if he, she, it wants to be called. Or,
Call him
What do you think, dude? We could call you Oracle?
Deep Throat.
It's not a bad idea.
or
I don't want to call him Deep Throat. I feel weird. I definitely don't want to call him Overwatch because I definitely don't need to. No, God, dismiss
Isn't that a new MMO coming out or something?
why don't we call him Zordon from Power Rangers?
Rangers?
Not bad. That's not bad.
Rangers.
call him the Shadow.
We could call him the Shadow.
That's what,
No one knows what the Shadow knows. That's perfect.
Oh wait, no, he wants to be called Overlord.
Well, wait, he didn't. but
Overlord?
What about
That's
the
not a
Shadow,
source.
dude?
That's-
Shadow.
That doesn't sound like a source. That sounds
Jason
like
Hagopian.
somebody
Watch
who's-
Pete's Basement or Legends of Tomorrow, The Agony.
Record Legends of Tomorrow, and you can watch it later on without freaking commercials.
We
Yeah.
can't be on DVR, so watch us.
We could watch you could watch the episode, but
You gotta wait like 4 days.
it's gonna get edited down after a while. Like
Right.
this is where the stupidity is.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And there's
can't watch it
so
live.
much.
Shadow is better.
There's so much.
It's only actually, Periscope does stay up for 24 hours or 48
Yes, it does.
How about
You can't go back
Skeletor?
and watch it.
Don't tell him that. No.
So DC has been dropping a few hints Easter eggs all over their Instagram. We reported actually 2 of them before they did, and then they just started dropping them. I guess because they were worried that who the fuck are these assholes? Yes.
Watch out before
The original Red Tornado Mahunkel is coming to Legends of Tomorrow.
That was a
wild
we had to
one.
look that bitch up.
Yeah. Sergeant Rock is coming. Jonah Hex is coming, I believe, right? The beauty of Legends of Tomorrow is being that it's time travel, they can fucking do anything. Yeah. They are free to do whatever the fuck they want. Now, Our Man is coming.
That's
the
cool.
original Sandman, homeboy with the gas gun. Obsidian, they just dropped.
Our Man, they can have tomorrow.
Didn't they say something about Catman, or who was the dude from Arrow? The boxer guy. Hellcat, thank you. Fucking too many cats running around. But not the dude from, not the same guy as the guy from Arrow. But
actual Hellcat from the JSA.
Yes.
Midnight.
There you go. You said it.
The JSA?
JSA is coming.
Dr. Fate and all that?
Everyone.
Interesting. Well, they already got Powergirl and Supergirl.
Remember Dr. Fate's mask on Constantine?
Yes.
That was a
It's like New York
His name
Telephone,
is Naboo,
motherfucker.
right?
We're all connected.
I
Naboo?
forget. Yeah.
Naboo.
Naboo, yeah.
Yeah, Naboo.
The JSA is going to be a TV show. There's your final fucking rumor.
Oh, really?
You heard it here first. We don't exist.
No, Pete Baseman exists. Tell your friends.
Peach Basement exists. Absolutely, tell your friends.
You actually
Tell your
had the
friends, tell
inside
your
for Doomsday being in the Superman movie. I just guessed. I just assumed it was going to be Doomsday in it, mainly because they're bringing in the corpse that had all the signs of like.
But I was retarded specific about it. I'm like, it's going to be Bizarro first, that degenerates into Doomsday.
Yeah.
Apparently, I had it a little backwards, but whatever.
It still might happen.
I think it's definitely going to happen. He's gonna pop out, and then he's going to be like, you know?
Yeah.
Like we saw Bizarro do on Supergirl, which was a fucking awesome episode.
Well done. It was this, and then when she said she speaks like Cookie Monster, I was just cracking.
That was this week, right?
Yeah, it's past week.
This week. I didn't
The
see
Black
that.
Mercy's coming next week. We had those pictures up on our Instagram.
Yeah. Jesus.
I hope we see Mongol, though. I'm not seeing any signs that we're going to get Mongol.
At least mention it.
Candygram for Mongo.
I've
Blazing Saddles?
Blazing Saddles.
Come on, dude.
Sorry, man. It went right over my head.
God, you disappoint me.
In Game of Life.
Yeah, I like
Please,
Mongol,
I am
Lady
not from
Mongol, and
Havana.
Second Mongol. Yeah, where were villains like that when they needed to kill Superman? I mean, just kill him with one of his villains. Why make the cave troll?
You know what? I'm glad
They
you
have a
said
cave
that.
troll.
Why make Hulk and stab rocks in him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know either.
Speaking of motherfuckers that could
my
possibly
ass.
kill Superman, all right?
All of his villains potentially could if they just wrote it that way because he's a fictional fucking character.
That's fair enough.
You do know he got beat up by Muhammad Ali, for Christ's sake.
I do know that. And deservedly so.
Yeah,
Solomon
right.
Grundy.
Yeah, because you feel like it.
One of the dudes I follow,
the
Awesome
cold, get
Assassin, on Instagram, had posted up a funny conversation involving...
Goku. Craddock, Super Craddock Girl Goku.
Of course he did.
One Punch Man can kill them all.
I need to get into
Not
that.
you two.
What do you mean, me too? I just saw that recently. It's funny as hell.
So, random text message that I'm going to read for you now, but it has a pinch of truth to this. I feel like Krypto is a low-key, the most powerful DC character. Like, think about it. He's a dog
that can
with the
hang-
powers of Superman. And in a fight between a dog and a man, the dog is going to kill the man. Think about that.
Yeah.
And guy
Not
goes on
that
to say,
breed of dog, though.
why are you texting me? We haven't talked since high school.
Well,
Just think about it.
He's Kryptonian. He might be a different looking.
Well,
breed,
Krypto, the little white.
He's not that little. He's like the size of a golden retriever.
They're not
drawing him
They're
right.
not consistent with the way they draw him.
For
so,
real.
They need
They're
to
not.
When they start drawing him like a fucking Pomeranian, but no, he's a real dog.
No,
not like one of them
they
shit
need
dogs.
they need to make him a fucking pit bull.
Something.
Yeah. They need to make him a pit bull.
Somehow that was mean. I don't know.
I'm
Wasn't it Young
not
Justice? He
saying
was
to
this
draw
big,
it up
massive
as
white
like a
dog?
stereotype
Yeah.
against pit bulls.
That's a nice alien dog.
They
right
refuse
there.
to call him Krypto, though. I don't
I
think
don't
they call him
give a fuck.
Krypto.
That's the way Krypto should look.
I would like to see Krypto show
Can we
up
have a
in
moment of
Supergirl.
silence for Young Justice?
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
There's a
Anyway.
new Batman Justice League cartoon, by the way, coming. Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy are
Justice
back.
League fun.
Yep.
Jason Hagopian wants to know what's One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. It is a comedy anime. It's not to be taken seriously. It's a comedy anime where literally it's a guy who beats all his enemies with one punch.
And he got to be this superhero by doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups,
running 10 kilometers,
100 squats, and 100 jumping jacks,
which is
every
an
day
actual
for a
thing.
year.
Yeah.
The origins of it was somebody made an online comic, and it took off, and then it was made into a professional manga that was made into an actual anime, and this shit is funny. It is hilarious.
But you've got way too many people taking this far too seriously.
No, it's not a serious comic.
But there are people who are like, he could beat anybody.
That's
He's
stupid.
so powerful.
That's stupid. But he 100 times.
Huh?
Does he beat off 100 times?
He probably does.
With
probably
both
keep,
hands, so
keep
he
the
can,
forearm strength up. No,
Yeah, those are his curls.
Yeah, it was hilarious, and yeah, he could probably. But that's the point. He can beat up everybody. That's the point. He's incredibly bored.
He's a little jaded, yeah.
No, because part of the thing is he's bored and irrelevant because he lives in a world with superheroes, and he never gets the reputation he deserves because he'll beat somebody up, somebody else will get the credit for it.
He's bald, yeah.
He's bald. Yeah, yeah.
So our mission here, really,
So basically he's
is
Krillin.
to find someone that
If
can
Krillin was
beat
useful.
him.
Yes.
Because I posted a great picture.
No
I
one.
forget
no
who
one,
the
no one can beat him.
no one at all.
Yeah, no
I
one.
posted a
That's
picture
part
of
of the
like
joke.
Thanos. Like, go ahead, give it your best
He'd
shot.
punch him in the face and Thanos turn into pudding. That's the point. That's the point. 'Cause,
And
like,
if Thanos turned into pudding, wouldn't it be great pudding?
yeah. Throughout the series, he fights. Throughout
Mickey
this,
Monster on DeviantArt was the artist. One Punch Man
Technically,
versus
Superman
Thanos.
could beat him with laser beams from a distance.
he'd punch it.
He punched the laser beams.
He'd punch it because he could take his own punch.
So he decided to try it out.
He was trying to swat a mosquito and he hit himself and it didn't phase him. He's ridiculous. That's the
I
point.
need to look this up.
That's the point. One Punch Man is absolutely
One
ridiculous.
Punch Man versus Taskmaster. Really?
Really?
Galactus. Oh wait, Taskmaster. He can
That's what
assimilate moves. Good call.
You didn't see it. That's why you're like Galactus. The thing is throughout the series, One Punch Man fights people that are ripoffs of several other individuals.
Okay.
Like he does fight Piccolo in like his first episode, basically, and he. One punch, done. All right. By the end of it, he's fighting their example of what a Saiyan is, and its hair grows and everything. He had to do 2 punches.
Oh. So I don't think he's allowed to call himself that anymore.
Yeah, but it's because he was holding back. It's like this was a great fight, and that's another thing is because all these things are boring. But that is the point of One Punch.
It sounds repetitive.
Now,
Agopian says.
But it's comedy.
Okay, it's
It's
comedy.
comedy.
Right.
That's why.
he punched himself in the face, right?
Yeah, to kill a mosquito.
What if he punches himself in the dick? Like right in the head. Not even the nuts, right in the dick head.
This is going
It
dark.
might become a different cartoon.
That's a hentai.
That would be a one-punch woman.
I'm imagining, like, let's say even
One
if
Punch
he's,
Man versus Ego.
if he's more powerful than
Punch him.
Galactus.
Yeah, he punch him. That's the answer. Is he
Reed
punches him.
Richards comes up to him with the ultimate nullifier, says, "Punch yourself in the fucking dick, or I'm just going to undo
Yeah,
reality."
that's the thing. Is he's been hit by ridiculous attacks, and he's just there at best naked. Most of the planet behind him
There
is
would
gone.
be tentacles in that for sure.
So we just got a new rumor for you guys. Explode this one. Doom Patrol is coming to Legends.
Doom Patrol.
That's
Nice.
Oh, that's gonna be
I've been
nasty.
hearing talk of Doom Patrol for quite some time now.
And I'm cool with the effects used in these shows because you saw Flash's Week,
Yeah, yeah,
Tar Pit.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
It was great.
okay,
Dude, all right.
it isn't movie quality.
When the man shark appeared.
That was awesome. It was too
I was
short.
just-
I want more,
Hold
man.
on, hold on.
That was like their entire graphics budget right there.
Yeah, that's why he appeared at the end. I was taken aback over and over again because when they first introduced Grodd, and I was like, they're doing this? They're gonna go there? oh, they got balls. And then they went there. And then they did it a second time. Right.
And now they dropped his ass off in Gorilla City.
Yes! And then Man Shark after that, I was like, they have no morals. They'll just go the whole distance. They're going 100%
Who the fuck
comic.
is Negative
Who
Woman?
the fuck is Negative Woman? Apparently DC just announced this while we've been on the air.
That sounds familiar.
She's from Doom Patrol.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
from Doom
yeah,
Patrol.
yeah.
So now we know we're going there.
Doom Patrol should be awesome if done right. Which Berlanti.
Is that where Beast Boy's from?
I don't know Doom Patrol. I know Damage Control, which really
That's Marvel.
With the amount of bullshit Marvel is fucking throwing around, Damage Control could be fun.
The CW needs Kickstarter for more CG.
Doom Patrol was, I think, I don't know which came first. Either they ripped off X-Men or X-Men ripped off them. I think X-Men ripped off them. X-Men was Marvel's Doom Patrol. They were a bunch of freaks who the world just
Okay.
wouldn't. Yeah, Doom Patrol is really way back.
All right, gonna have to get that first appearance. Motherfuckers, let me know if you're bidding on shit so I don't get into a bidding war with you.
Yeah.
We're friends. I don't want to fucking fight you over eBay shit. So, guys, that about cuts it for this week. We'll try to save some bombs for you for next week. What?
No, next week.
Oh, next week is exclusively Deadpool. We're not doing Thursday. Me and Ramon will be at the movies, and then we're going to fuck home. We will be on Friday. We're going to do a spoiler-free review of the movie, and we are going to do a spoiler-ridden review of the movie. So if you haven't seen it, I would suggest you only watch the beginning, which will be like 3 to 4 minutes, tops, and then we're going to just dissect every last bit of this flick.
Full spoilers on Deadpool.
Full spoilers on Deadpool.
They're gonna
Yeah,
curse
there's
a whole
sex
lot.
in
They
it
cursed so
apparently,
much
too.
in the fucking trailer.
One of my
It was
coworkers was
unbelievable.
asking me, like, you know, my 10-year-old son wants to see it, and I'm like, nope. How strict of a parent are you? Because I was watching Jason movies when I was 5.
My mom would have let me see
Hey,
that.
Nick,
yeah.
how you turned out? Actually,
I turned out fine.
I heard they removed the scene from Deadpool.
Two scenes.
That would have made it
Two
far worse.
scenes.
Two scenes.
Two scenes. They
They
removed
about a
it
bar
X-rated
fight
or
would have
something?
offended everybody.
I want an uncut DVD,
They
fucker.
removed two scenes
There will
because
be.
it was too far.
At least that much
I'm
we
just
can count
hoping
on,
that
because-
Deadpool isn't just one long dick joke. Get it? Long dick joke.
What's his name? Fucking Joss Whedon is like completely against director's cuts of movies because he's a douche.
Well, here's my thing with Joss. The whole Avengers thing. I think his problem with that was he's not used to working with big companies for his thing. So, because all the problems I hear he went through, isn't that standard affair?
I don't even know what kind of problems he went through, so I never.
First of
really
all, his name is
bothered
Joss and not Josh, so that's going to be a
Right.
big problem because kids
He's
are
not
assholes.
responsible for that.
Parents are assholes.
Yeah.
His parents are assholes.
I want to give a big shout out to Britton and Alyssa Comics on YouTube. They just started their YouTube channel and asked us to check it out and kind of give them advice on how to start off. They're having some fun and just reviewing some comics, showing off their collection
Nice.
and everything. It's Britton, spelled Brytton, but pronounced like the country.
Brighton.
And Alyssa, who's a cute redhead.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's
obviously, that's
always
why
a
we-
plus.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm already in love.
Yeah. So, guys, keep up the good work. And you guys out there, you can check them out. They have a YouTube channel by that name. And as for the rest of you, thank you all for tuning in. You motherfucking non-existent bastards. All the motherfuckers out there, thank you. And thanks to everybody else. And we'll see you next week.
Vegetable too. I know who Ray is in episode 7. Finish hints. Though a deer, a female deer.
Aww.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
who
yeah.
Ray is?
There was one
Where's
other thing to
Sinestro
say.
at?
You know who Ray is? She was a character in episode 7. Just wait till the fucking next month.
So, guys, we have officially launched the Pete's Basement Patreon page. You can find that at patreon.com/Pete's Basement. We have myriad different prize levels for you guys.
Ooh, maybe.
I love that word. It's one of
That's
my
a
favorites.
great word. I love it.
I like to finish it.
From like the garlic knot level, where you spend $1 and we fucking like throw your name in the credits or something, up to like the $5 we'll send you a free comic book. And
What do you
everything.
get for $5? A free comic, yay! me? It sounds great.
Listen,
You know what? He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
You know what we should do? We should have our viewers, pay for a prize in which, we post their name and then you throw insults at them or something like that. We make fun of them.
Yeah, because people want that.
that's I like that idea.
Cheap roast
Of course, New Yorker.
Or something like, akin to like the clown that gets dunked in the water.
Yeah.
Hand-drawn art by Pete and Ramon. Vegetable
That's
soup.
one of them. That is one of them.
By me?
Yeah, why not?
I could give
don't
people.
draw.
I could give people.
That's the beauty of it.
I'll draw for you.
I'll draw for you.
The oven roasted pizza level.
Yeah, we'll work on the. Listen,
We're still working on the prizes. Prizes are subject to change or be amended.
We want to hear from you too. We want ideas. We can have a
Unlock
lot
your
of good
shit.
ones.
What do you guys want
Also,
from
we
us?
want to hear from you too because this is about giving back to you guys and thanking you for supporting us. And we also have a bunch of really cool ideas for milestones. For instance, the first one is $100 and we'll turn off all the ads on everything. No ads on YouTube, no ads on our website. That's the first one out of the gate, and then we have some really cool ones waiting once we pass that level.
One of my personal favorites is what we affectionately call the Batcave level, where we will fucking fly you here to New York, and we will pick you up at the airport, and then we will treat you like Batman, bringing someone to the Batcave, where we're gonna fucking put a bag over your head, blindfold you, tie the bag around your head, and drive you all over the fucking place in New York. Feed you
You're
a slice
gonna tell
of
them your
pizza,
secret
and
identity
then
and
bring
sleep with them
you
too?
to the house, to the basement, unawares of where the fuck you've just been.
That's awesome.
And then we're gonna put the fucking bag back over your head, drive you all over the place, and drop you off somewhere.
The roofie prize.
Vegetable soup.
It's a Quaalude prize. It's a Quaalude prize.
Do they get a pudding pop?
They can have a So guys, check it out. Patreon.com/Pete's Basement and hit us up, questions@peachbasement.com. We want to hear from you guys. What kind of prizes, do you want? We love hearing from you guys. This is
Chris Krennic is like, should they wear a condom?
Oh. Condoms are stupid.
That's it. End of the show.
God. Pete's Basement is copyright 2016 Ripped Productions and Pete's Basement LLC. All rights reserved, so go fuck yourself. Can I tell people don't adjust your screens? This is the second black man in 2 weeks to be on the show.
What is this, the Outer Limits?
We're getting them all out of the way at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Yeah, we're only allowed about 5.
Don't say
and
that
we've already
because
knocked
I'll
out
be
2.
like, do you idiot? I'm the same one.
Now I'm definitely saying it. Raj, can you give me a tissue, please?
Pete's Basement is kind of like therapy.
I'm going to keep messing with this falcon over here. If by the end of this I'm like,
Dude, that is the very essence of the show.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels and Mattel are on the verge of merging into
Hasbro
one
and
big
Mattel.
company.
Hasbro and Mattel?
Hasbro
Yeah.
and Mattel.
So Barbie's going to finally be with G.I. Joe?
Whoa. That was just fucking mind-blowing.
That's all I got out of that.
Yeah.
Save that exact reaction for the show.
Yes.
I got a lot to say about all of that, but Lucifer?
Motherfucker.
What?
Corona's a gassy. And I banged it down on the table, so it was...
That's what the burping's coming from.
He don't drink.
He burps. Actually, Ramon burps vicariously through.
I drink,
or
he
something
burps.
like
That's
that.
the way it goes.
Yeah.